In earlier lecture, you clearly understood about how we can achieve process isolation using PID namespace or PID namespace. What we did is, by using a command called as unshare, we created a separate PID namespace and we started a process called as bash in that namespace. So what we can do is we can launch processes in two different PID namespace. This is a one PID namespace. This is launched inside another PID namespaces. So in this bash terminal, now suppose if I execute any child process, like say Java process or Python process or anything, these are children processor, child processes of bash, and this is inside a separate, individual, isolated namespace. These processes cannot see the processes running under this bash process. So they are totally isolated. Similar to PID namespace, later we'll be seeing how to launch your process under a separate mount namespace, under a separate host namespace, and also IPC namespace, user namespace, and also network namespace. So if you can launch a process using a separate network namespace, host namespace, mount namespace, IPC namespace, user namespace, etc., we can say that the processes which are running here are completely isolated from anything outside of this. So we can say that our applications are running within a container. Very simple. Actually, how do you start your application within a container? Very simple. You have to use commands to create separate namespaces like process namespace, network namespace, host namespace, mount namespace, IPC user namespace, etc. And then launch your processes under this namespaces. They will achieve isolation. So I can say that my applications are running within a container. So in my next lecture, I will show you about mount namespace, how to actually, what are actually mounts and how to actually use mount namespaces, bind mounts, etc. See you in next lecture.